Every dramatic transformation is about a makeover. I think change is great, especially when it's in a space like this. And you can transform it from a complete capsule of hunter green to something that is bright, fresh, fun, sunny, and new. We added almost nothing other than furniture. We worked with the space we were given, but it was dated. This is what happens. You end up with a space that's been overlooked and just needs a little kick in the pants. This room started with a little bit of demolition. Hold on, scared dog. There used to be a big built-in unit, but we have tons of storage. What we did need was a desk. We started by painting. Oh boy, was that fun. Are you ready? I learned how to spray and transformed this room from dark hunter green to beautiful crisp white. This is painted pretty much my all-time favorite white. It's called white on white, and it has a little bit of cream in it. It's not too yellow. It is just the right color. We had existing floors in here, and we thought that the best option would be to install a new floor on top of it because the floors were so green. But instead, we sanded these floors back, these original floors. They are incredible. So if you can, explore saving what you've got. Once sanded, the pine was pretty yellowy, and I don't love yellowy pine. So I figured out a potion that had a little bit of urethane, a little bit of paint, and some water, and it was very, very thin, and it created this very, very sheer stain that allowed us to embrace the original floors and soften them. Just take the edge off the yellow. If you're inclined to DIY, I will always say, yes, do that. It's just decorating. Yes, invest your time, your energy, and your ideas in your home. It's gonna be gorgeous. I've always said that our home is my lab, and if it doesn't work, I have only me to blame. Go. The next thing that came along was the furniture. It is never too early to be looking for that perfect fabric or that perfect collection of fabrics that captures the spirit of what you are trying to express. It's not just about the floors and the walls, it's about the soft things. In a room that looks out to and is surrounded by water and sky, I knew that I wanted something very natural. The fabric I chose to put on the headboard, it's from Thibaut and it's called Matisse Leaf. It is all things bright and beautiful, bold and colorful, and that is exactly how I want to live in the summer on the lake by the shore. So ta-da! Our Matisse Leaf headboard. Look at this shape. If you have room for a king-size bed and you have high ceilings, I'm gonna recommend that you think about playing with height a little bit. Play with scale. We have 14-foot ceilings here, almost 15-foot ceilings. So having a headboard that is a little over 5 feet helps keep it all in proportion. Look at how this headboard crests up and has that beautiful little rounded scallop detail at the top. It almost looks like pigtails. Be playful where it makes sense. This principal bedroom acts as its own cabin. It's actually removed from the main cottage and you have to walk outside to get to it. So if you need a quiet place to get away, this is it. This is a really simple treatment for a desk that I am a huge fan of. This is my umpteenth experience with reimagining refrigerator cabinets. Why? Because the scale and the proportion is fabulous. So these are 24 inches deep and these cabinets are 20 inches high. We hung them on the wall so they float. They give the desk a feeling of lightness. They're anchored to the walls on either side, and then they have a dramatic, dynamic, and drop-dead gorgeous marble counter. This marble is called Jade Light. Look at these colors. The blues, the greens, the soft veining. I was able to turn one slab into both the vanity counter for our bathroom and the desk. I am always a fan of shutter style cabinet profiles. This is my sawtooth zigzag door profile design, part of my new collection for Allstyle. This is a versatile piece that can go anywhere and can be dressed up however you want. Anchoring the ends, we have a pair of wall mount wicker sconces, and it's nice just to have a variety of different light sources in a room. We have no overhead lighting in this cabin. These fixtures have a chandelier bulb that permeates through the wicker, and they create a very soft evening glow, and it ties in to the wood finish that's in this entire room. I am continuing on with my love, passion, and perhaps obsession for vintage rattan furniture. I found a fabulous pair of swivel chairs. I made new cushions, freshened them up. You can be sitting, having a little tete-a-tete facing each other. You can spin out, put your feet up, and enjoy the view out over the water. These chairs exactly match the swivel chairs that you might recognize from our island cottage, Sarah's Cottage 2.0, which are in the storm room, and we're also on the cover of House Beautiful magazine. One of the things I'm always looking for when I'm looking for rattan furniture is designs that have very simple construction. I like the square pattern of the structure, as streamlined and as simple as possible. Then I found a pair of chairs. What I like about these is it's a combination of the rattan plus a caned back. They are very comfortable, easy to move. And when was the last time you found a super stylish chair for $115? I recovered the seats in the exact same fabric that I used at the dining table, because if we're entertaining a big crowd, I can add these extra chairs in on the end and then put 6 people down each side. The window coverings in here are super simple. This is a fabric that I am a huge fan of and have used it in various colors in various projects. It's 100% linen. It's called Tuscany linen. This is a creamy, light, natural color that matches the color of the walls perfectly. It's sort of a handkerchief weight. It's not too heavy. And when it comes to summer living, I just like something that is lightweight and unlined. I like summer weight fabrics that can be left unlined, because once you add the lining, it makes them heavier, more structured, and it takes out the light completely. Instead of a pinch pleat, we call this a mini pleat. And so the top is just tucked together instead of being the more structured or more formal drapery style. Finishing touches and fun stuff. Bedside tables I found at a consignment shop. They're flat panel, they're contemporary, but they look like reeded rattan. I think they're fantastic. The lamps are ceramic, and I'm a fan of polka dots, so they feel like sculptural polka dot lamp. If you're gonna have a high headboard, keep in mind you want your lamps to be taller as well. You're gonna need something that's at least 27 inches high. They're tall, they're lean, they don't take up too much space on the bedside table. There's enough room still for your magazines, for your reading glasses, for your water glass, for your phone, which is charging, whatever you need, it's right there. This is a Kantha quilt that I bought direct from India. It is block printed, fabulous color, a nice extra hit of layer and texture. And the finishing touch, this is a mixed media collage painting with all the colors that are in the room. If you've got a long space, like a long desk or a sideboard or a console, reinforce those long lines. Think about a piece of art that is more of a landscape format. More fun finds in the entryway. A vintage rattan console paired with a new round rattan mirror, a little ceramic stool tucked underneath, a basket of towels to grab and go when you want to go take a dip in the lake, a tray to put your sunglasses down, a little plant for something green, a rag rug, and a repurposed light fixture that came with the cottage. Alex really wanted to have some original touches that came with the cottage. The palette is perfect. The flavor of the light is exactly what it needed to be. And voila. What do you have to say? Here we have vintage lighting to go with our vintage vibe, fresh, happy, bright, and cheery bedroom here at Sarah's Island Rescue. Have you learned anything? Did you get some good ideas? I like hearing your feedback. What do you like? What would you like to hear more of? Share it with me below. Turn on notifications and subscribe so you never miss our next video, because we got lots more to come.